Hello and welcome, or welcome back. Today we're just going to be playing some KF1 and yeah, just talk about probably horror movies and stuff. So that sounds fun or interesting to you. I don't know, man. Maybe get some help. But first, consider subscribing, like the video, leave a comment, share it around, dislike it if you dislike it already, and yeah, we'll get right into it. Yeah, Mountain Pass. I got this one on KF2 as well, a community map. I don't know if it's the same thing or not. He was making all that noise? I thought there was more.
Watch out for me, boys.
Yeah. The sound in this game is a little off. You can definitely tell that it's kind of old. It sounds like they're someplace, and they're not there. It's just kind of like when they're close to you, they just sound like they're all around you. It's weird. Uno mas, where are you at? Right there. Oh, come on. Well, that worked.
I'll tool you up just right.
You promise? It's pretty nifty. Anyway. Yeah, I had some free time the other day, so I sat down and I watched a couple movies. The first one I watched was, I'm just admiring the map, was the Evil Dead movie from 2013. So I guess like the beginning of the remakes. I have no idea if that new one that came out, which I'll talk about, has anything to do with it. I don't know if it's if it was a sequel to this. I know it didn't have any of the same people, and the book was just like in a place inexplicably, unless it was just a different book. I have no idea, but I remember not really liking the 2013 one when I first saw it,
That's some
like
good
10 plus
stuff
years
right
ago.
there.
Crap, they hop
Put it to
too.
good use.
Where the fuck is that? Oh, jeez. Ha, nice.
Stay sharp.
Damn. I just gotta go straight down here.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
no,
remember
that's
really
the
not
right
liking
way.
it that much, and it took me a little while to actually kind of soften up to it. I watched it a couple of times, but I watched it just recently. It's not the worst, especially after seeing the newest one. Oh, that's pretty creepy. Hold on. There, that might. Okay, yeah. See, I had that head was turned off for some reason. I had to turn it on. You see the kill counter? Now it's saying that I killed something and what I killed. Yeah. Did it. I like that.
Shop will open soon,
See,
lads.
it
Get this
sounds
way.
like there was someone behind me. He's just lost. I hear you, buddy. I feel you. Whoa! That was good. That was a good one, motherfucker. Do I gotta go through here?
They're all dead. It's time to go shopping.
I haven't used the EBR in this game, but I don't feel like using pistols because I'm not very good with pistols in this game. I feel like I don't know. I haven't done a gunslinger either in Killing Floor 2. One of these days I will. My gunslinger and sharpshooter are just low levels. But I don't know. I usually just when I pick it up and play it, I just like I'll pick a map and then I'll pick a perk, you know, throw a character together, and there we go. It's kind of the way I do it nowadays, at least. But I just haven't had the feeling of a sharpshooter. Maybe I'll do KF2's Mountain Pass and play as sharpshooter. We'll see. But anyway, back to the movie talk. Yeah, no, that Evil Dead, that one wasn't really bad. Like it was just more of a straight up traditional horror movie. Like, oh, that's a Scrake. I thought it was a fucking husky first. Kind of like the very first Evil Dead attempt. If you all know the lore of that one, it was just like Sam Raimi tried making a serious horror movie, and it ended up being not so serious. Like just the way it was shot, and the low budget, and I don't know, everything about it. The first Evil Dead, the very first one, is actually pretty good. I don't mind it, you know. But at the time, it was just not taken too serious. So then the second one is just a remake, but it's just more of a self-aware, tongue-in-cheek. So like, and then obviously Army of Darkness and Ash vs. Evil Dead, it kind of sets a different tone than these than these newer two that came out. Wow, that was a shitty. I thought that was a miss. That was a miss. That was generous. I don't know where the traders are in this map. I just remember it being a really big map, because I have played this map only in KF2's version. Dang.
Lots
Nice.
of lovely guns, just waiting for you.
I got that one too. I'm trying to just save the Scrake. The two Scrakes. Well. Alright, and then let's get to this trader. I mean, I'll be alright. Yeah, like, but then it's more of a traditional, like they're trying to get back to horror. I like the characters aren't bad. Like the main chick.
It's time to go shopping.
Not so bad. You know, she's pretty decent. It works. Alright, and we've made our way around. Yeah, it's like a good take, a different take on it. I mean, it's supposed to be the same universe, because at the very end of it, it has Ash, like, I think it's past the credits, as Ash, like, turn to the camera in the shadows and go groovy. So, obviously, they were going to make it into something that it obviously didn't turn into. I didn't try the EBR. I'll try that next round here. Yeah, but for it being like a horror movie with some gut-wrenching things, it's pretty decent. You know, like the whole needle scene. Like, if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it, but there's a part with a needle and someone being stabbed with it. That's pretty cringy. Like, it's like, ugh, ow. You know, that kind of cringe. Instead of, like, the head-smacking cringe that the newest Evil Dead kind of gave you. But all in all, like, as a horror movie, it's pretty decent. I have nothing against the Evil Dead 2013, the newest one. I thought I heard a fucking. He's all glitched and shit. That was pretty funny. I can't get mad at that. These spiders are just on my nuts, bro. And that husk was really bad aim. Yeah, I didn't really find either of the newest ones like offensively bad,
Better get
right?
close to me.
Like the first or the newest one had a lot of the message in it, but it wasn't like in your face too much, I guess. Like it had an activist. Oh shit, I'm so far away. Like it obviously had the activist
This
child,
time,
right?
by the really big guns.
And it was just a kind of dripping in the message with the family. You know what I mean? It wasn't really ever, from what I remember, I haven't watched it since it came out on Max, but I don't remember it being just like that bad, I guess, when it comes down to, in terms of that, you know what I mean? Obviously it's there. The horror does kind of take center stage once it hits, so that's alright. And it doesn't really stray too far away from the offensive stuff. So, I mean, that's, you know, at least there's that. But as a whole, like, the end of it, I didn't like the end of it. Like, the monster at the end was pretty laughable. It's just like a homunculus of all of them together, like the family together. I don't know. Sorry if there's spoilers to a movie that's that crap. I apologize if you were looking forward to it. Let's see how this goes against the Patriarch. Yeah, I mean, like, as horror movies, they're not really awful. As, like, Evil Dead, it's a little different, because, like, you want the Deadites to be a little tongue-in-cheek, right? You want them to have a little, you know, little smart-asses, you know? It's what made it. The different tone, you know? Like, Ash vs. Evil Dead was great because it didn't take itself, like, crazy serious.
A chain? You've got to be kidding.
Did I already down him? Is he going to heal again? Or is he going to heal already? Or did he just close? Oh, he's right there. Why is it? Yeah, every time you get hit, he stops aiming down sight. Yeah, I don't know how long this fight is gonna be. Oh, look at that. Fucker. Oh, I couldn't teabag. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, buddy. Another map I haven't played on this one. I know of it, though. I know that there's a objective mode that's pretty cool for it. But I'm not really into that right now. I just like classic killing floor gameplay. Give me a couple rounds. Taking out waves of crap.
I'm ready and waiting.
They look like vampires.
What's wrong? They're all dead. It's time to go shopping.
Yay. Yeet. Yeah, so I also finally had a chance, because I don't have Hulu, so I had to figure it out. I had to get creative, right? I watched, oh, you can't go in there. The 2012, or 2022.
Good job, and I'll be waiting.
I always hated bloody spiders.
The 2022 Hellraiser. You know, the new one with the different lore, the different everything.
I'll be
Holy balls. Yeah. Just pretty much different everything in that movie.
Watch where you are.
It's a different Hellraiser, it's a different... The only things that are the same are... I guess we'll try and make our...
I'll tool you up just right.
The only, like, reoccurring characters, I guess, or out of the Cenobites would be, let's get this, would be Hellraiser and, Chatterer, albeit they're, like, gender swapped. I mean, then again, like, Chatterer's been, if you know the lore, he's died and resurrected and has like remade in different forms essentially.
Get your mind up quick, boys.
Yeah, so they had like a different take. It was a totally different universe. It wasn't even like the same kind of puzzle box, you know. It was totally different. So like it was just, it wasn't bad in that sense. They weren't trying to do a one-for-one. And that's respectable. Like I say, that's like, if you're gonna do that, it's respectable. And I think that's what their goal was to not just like make a cheap imitation of the older ones. Which is smart. It's the last thing you really want to do when you're working with like an established property. Was there a little bit of that modern in it? Yes, there was. But I didn't really mind it. The main character was insufferable as all hell. I did not like her one bit. I guess that's on par for some horror movies, right? But where the more likable characters are just like the lessers or even the bad guys. Like the villain wasn't bad. I guess who would be considered the villain? The billionaire guy that kind of like sets everything in motion. His ending is pretty good. There might be a little bit of spoilers. I might let some stuff come out, but I'll try not to. Sounds like they're just destroying shit coming at me. That's funny. Is it?
Time to go shopping.
Yay. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't find it offensively bad. Like her brother and his boyfriend, that whole shtick. It wasn't bad because they didn't really put like a hell of a lot of emphasis. It wasn't like, yeah, you just have to watch it. It's not like a stereotype. It's just like how it's always kind of been done. And I mean, it is a Hellraiser movie, so anything to do with sex, sexuality, kinks, and all that stuff is in it. I just feel like the sex that is in it is just kind of unnecessary and forced because like it's like modern Hollywood and modern entertainment. They don't know how to handle it. They're afraid of doing something wrong and getting canceled. Oh, you showed boobs. You know, like, well, who fucking cares? You know, like I'm not saying if they showed titties it would have been better. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying it was just like forced and awkward. You know, and it didn't need to be there. It didn't really develop anything, but it is a Hellraiser movie, so it had to be there in some capacity. But it's just like the better characters, in my opinion, were like the boyfriend and stuff like that. He was like the more level-headed one. He was one of the more level-headed, and the brother. But like, I don't know, the brother and the boyfriend were actually one of the more relatable characters, level-headed characters. Like the sister, the main character, is just like a recovering addict and reminds me of some of the worst people that I grew up with. But she's Gen Z, so she's like more insufferable. Everything is everybody's fault. You know, it's ridiculous in that sense, but I don't fucking know. Yeah, some of that stuff's just kind of annoying at this point, to say the very least. But yeah, all in all, I don't think that one was awful. Obviously, the mechanics of it all were different. You know, like if you know the Hellraiser lore and shit like that, it works different in this movie. You know, so like if you're expecting the old school rules and stuff, don't just like set your expectations different. I don't know whether I like it or not. It's just kind of weird. Like I'll give this part away. There is a part where a Cenobite is killed, and I thought that was kind of stupid how it happened. Like I get it, mystical weapon type shit, because if you know the lore, like you know the lore. But then on top of whatever rules they set in that universe, it's just like why would the Cenobite be accepted? Why wouldn't it be a human? Like shouldn't it have to be a human for it to all work? That's what I would think. So I guess that's like a mild spoiler. And it's very vague on purpose. Overall, though, I don't think it's an awful movie. I think the new Cenobites are pretty cool. My favorite ones were, I mean, they were all pretty good to tell the truth, but like I liked Mask, and what was it, Asphyxiate or whatever? Bitch. Yeah, final thoughts on, I guess, the newer Hellraiser movie is, I don't know, to finish those thoughts, the newer Cenobites are pretty cool. Mask was pretty cool. I like that design, and like, I think it's Asphyxiate or something like that. The one that it's creepy. He's gasping for air. He's got like his own skin stretched across his face and shit. It's really creepy. You know, like the Weeper, I think is the name of the one. Is pretty cool. And the newer like female Cenobite. I call her like Umbrella Head. If you see it, you'll know why. I don't know. It's like a mix of like Angelique and the female Cenobite is what it reminds me of. I think that's her name, Angelique. But anyway, yeah, not terrible. I wouldn't call it a great movie, but I think it's a good one. And if they make more, I'd be interested to see it. You know, the messaging is kind of there, but again, it's not like it's shoved down your throat really. And there's none of those one-liners. The one couple that are in it, they're not like insufferable. You know, and like they're more level-headed adults to tell the truth. So I mean, like, well written in that aspect, in my opinion. You know, you guys can think it's all shit, whatever. I don't know. I try and find the good in the bad, especially in the sea of shit that we're in. So I mean, it's serviceable. It's pretty good, especially in terms of horror. There's that, and then I was watching *Malignant* the other day, but I'll talk about that one another time, probably another video. That's another newer one that's not awful. And it has a little bit of messaging, but this was also 2019, so it's kind of in the beginning of it, I think. Or, you know what I mean? This shit's been around longer, but, you know, that was kind of before it got heavy-handed. But anyway, if you guys stuck around this long, I really appreciate you, as always, you know. And if you consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, share the video around, dislike it if you dislike it. You know, as always, I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the next one.